All of you, welcome back to your first ever Web3 ticket management tab where user can buy ticket for different events. So let me give you a quick walkthrough that what exactly we have developed, how the entire application will work, how the user can buy the ticket for different concert. That's all we're going to give and explore in this particular project. So this is what exactly we're going to develop from top to bottom. It's going to be a single page application. We have different section in our application. So the very first section we have is the top navigation bar. This is the logo. You can customize. We have the about, roadmap, team, collection, and we have multi-wallet provider we have used, so it's 100% compatible on the mobile device and in the development in the production. So you can simply click and you can copy your address. You can disconnect with the application. So if you click on disconnect, it will be disconnected. This is the hero section we have. This is the name of the platform, and we have different type of event we are running. So these are the overview of the images we have provided. That's what we have in the hero section, and here you will find a button. You can simply click, and here you will have multiple access. So if I'm the admin of the contract, means I have deployed the contract, I have initialized this application, so I have multiple features. So you can click on this admin. From here I can able to control events. I can create new event and I will get the metadata which I'm going to pass in the smart contract. So here I can simply provide the image, name, description and category. If I come back to the metadata list, so here you will find all the metadata which I have uploaded to the IPFS, which I have passed in the event. That's all you will find here. So here you will find all the event which we are running in our DApp. So you can click here and you can simply come back. You can go and you can simply come back. Perfect. So this is the feature is only visible to admin. So I'll simply close this one. Now I will click one more time. From here you can be able to see all the bookings you have done, all the events which you have booked. So you can simply click here and you will come back to the event section and all the booking which you have taken. So we are performing this event management ticket platform based on the NFT. So when you will buy you will get an NFT for that particular event. So I have bought different event tickets and I got the NFT for that event. So you can see the ID, you can see different ID, different event which I have, and you can see the power by is the blockchain coder. So that's how you can easily able to manage all the event ticket which you have bought. If I come back here, you can go back to the booking section, and this is an open feature. So when you're going to attend the event, from here you can easily able to verify your authentication that whether you have taken the event or not. So you can do that based on the event name, your ID, or in your wallet address. So if I want to do the filtration, I can simply copy and I can simply paste and it will filter out all the data. If I want to filter the based on the ID which the event I want to attend, so I can do that. So I can simply remove it and I will get all the event, and I want to see my event ID is 2. If I give 2, it's going to filter out, and that's how we're going to provide the authentication and get the entry in the event. You can also do the validation of the event ticket based on the wallet address. So when you will buy the event, you will be assigned to your wallet address. So you can do that as well. So that's what we have here. Simply close this one, come back here. So these are the 3 features we are providing. Simply come here, come back to the home page, and from here you can able to see the complete application. So this is the hero section we have. The next section we have is this event. So all of these events which we are running in our platform, so user can buy any one of the events. So if I want to buy this event, I can click here and I can simply claim an NFT, and I'm going to pay this much fund, and this fund will be go straight away to the admin of the contract, the organizer of the event. So I'll simply close this one. If I want to take this one, I can take that. If I want to take this, I can take that. So user can buy the ticket and they can be allotted NFT which they can use to enter into the event. So this is the 8 events we are running at the moment. You can see different names, different description we have for that. Now the next section we have is the why us. So this is a very common feature you will find in most of the application when you are providing any of the service. So it's 100% responsive. Here we are explaining about the platform, that how we are utilizing it. This is the place we have. Here we have the crew members. So what are the users, what are the event organizers are involved, their details we are providing here. Here you will find the roadmap of the events, that how we are planning the entire event and entire buying system of the token. So that's all you will find: planning, production, launch, minting, new NFT and metaverse. That's all you will find. Here we have a couple of most important questions which you will find, which you can read and you can have an example. You will find a call to action, and here we have the footer section. So this is a really powerful application. Let's try to test all the feature we have developed. So you can simply click here and you will go back to different section. You will click on roadmap, you will go back to the roadmap. You will click on team, you will go back to a team, and if you click on the collections, you will come back to the collection and you can click and you can have that NFT. Now let's do the transaction. So what I will do, I'll simply minimize this so we can see the transaction which we're going to do it. So first I want to, for example, I want to take this event ticket. I'll simply click here, and here claim NFT is going to make a call to my smart contract. And by the way, the smart contract is deployed on the base test network, so you can literally deploy the contract to any network. All I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction, this much money we are charging. So simply click on confirm, and it's going to make a call and is going to transfer the fund from your wallet address to the admin address. So the transaction is in the pending state. Just wait. Once the transaction will complete, you will be given an NFT for this particular event. And finally, the transaction is completed and you have bought your event ticket. So if you come back here, if you click here, if you go back to your NFT, there you will find the ticket where NFT which you have bought. So you have given this particular one. In the same way, anybody can come and they can buy it. If I come back to the collection, I can simply able to take other NFTs. So if I want to take this dude, I can simply click on this claim NFT and I will simply buy the event ticket, and all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction. This is a really very powerful application which you're going to build and launch as it is to organize any type of event. So here the transaction is in the pending state. If I click on the MetaMask, you can see the transaction is in the pending, and here we have the minting process, and finally the transaction is completed. Perfect. Now let's try to create an event and upload the metadata to the IPFS. So what I will do, I'll simply click here, and here I have the option for admin. So click on this and I can simply upload all of these details. So I'll simply click on this and it's going to open my modules. I can come back to my document. I can pick my image. So I'll go with this blockchain coder and it's uploading to the IPFS. Just wait. It's uploading and it's uploaded successfully. The image we have, now we have to provide the name, description and category. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here, because we are uploading and creating an event for the blockchain coder. So I'll provide this. I can simply come back here and I can get this information, and that's what I can provide, and I can call this blockchain because that's the event is going to be about. Now all I have to do is to simply click on this upload file, and it's going to make a call and it's going to upload the file to the IPFS. So it's uploaded successfully. You can come back, you can close this one, and you can reopen one more time to load everything. Click on this admin. Now you can come back to the metadata list, and here you have the details. You got this. This is the event we have created. That's what you got it. You can simply copy the URL and you can simply come back here and you can paste, hit enter, and here we got our metadata up and running. And this is the details you have to provide in your file. So simply copy this one and you can simply come back to the code base, come here, come back to the code base, go back to the data, right up here, events, and this is the exact details you have to provide here. So I'll simply give this one and paste here. So that's what I have. I have the name, I have the description, I have the category, I have the image, and I have the creator. So we need this field as well. So simply get this IPFS field, because this is the field we're going to pass in our smart contract, and paste here. And here we have to provide the actual URL. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. This is the URL we have to get it. Copy, and that's what we can simply provide here. So simply come here and paste here. IPFS details. So we got the name, we got the IPCA description, we got the category, we got the image, and we got this one. So make sure to arrange in proper order. Perfect. We got all of that. Now you can simply come back here in the browser, go back to the application, and if I simply come back to the events, reload the page and come back to the events, you will see we got one more event. And if I want to purchase this event, I can simply click and purchase it. So every single thing is working fine. That's how you can create a new event and provide the data in your data file. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build, and this particular application is 100% compatible for all the wallet providers. So if you click here and if I click on this disconnect, if I click on this connect, you will find we have a multiple options. So you can go with the MetaMask, you can go with the Rainbow Kit, Coinbase Wallet, you can go with the Wallet Connect. So you can simply click and you can simply scan in your device. So here I have opened my camera. I'm going to simply scan it and it's going to open in my MetaMask application, which I have installed in my mobile application. So you can see it's opening and here it's telling me connecting. I have to simply click on connect and I'm connected with this application. Return to app, and you can see right now I have zero fund in this, so I cannot able to make the transaction, but every single thing is working fine. So you can simply come back here and you can able to click on this and you can simply claim NFT, and you will find that I don't have sufficient fund, because you can see in my phone I have zero fund, so I cannot able to make the transaction. So every single thing is looking fine. If I go back here in my profile section, right now you can see the menu got automatically updated. So right now you have these two options. You can click on the booking and you will find all the bookings got done. You can simply do the filtration, or if you want to check your NFT, you can simply click here. Right now I don't have any NFT because I have to buy it. So I hope you guys have understood that how everything is coming together and what exactly we're going to build. It's 100% responsive for different screen sizes. So if I show you, the responsiveness of this application is absolutely perfect. That's how it's going to look on the mobile device. This is the navigation, this is the hero section. We have the different cards. It's 100% responsive. Looks pretty good. You can click and you can buy any one. You can click here and you can able to view the smart contract. So you can click, it will take you right up here in the base chain explorer. There you will find all the transaction taking place in the contract for more authenticity. So that's what we have here. We have different section. That's all you can able to see. Perfect. You can simply click here and you will have your details. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. I'll go back on the top and I'm going to simply disconnect and I'm going to connect with my MetaMask, which I have in my browser. I'll show you how you can do the testing right in your mobile device once we're going to deploy this application on live, and then we're going to do all the transactions. So if I come back here and if I click on this, if I go back to your NFT, there you will find all the NFT which we have taken. Looks perfect. Every single thing is working fine. So this is what exactly we're going to develop. You're going to understand that how you can use the NFT model in different businesses. So right now we are focusing on the event, but you can implement the exact logic in different models, whether you want to enter into the health industry, supply chain management, any other business model. You can use this, where you're going to provide the features based on the NFT and based on the NFT access. So we have tons of features. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build. Now let me give you a quick walkthrough of the code structure, that what exactly we have developed, how the architecture of the application it look like. So you will have a complete idea about the smart contract, about the front end, and how everything is coming together. After that, we're going to start working on the project. So let's come back to the code. So to start working on the project straight away, you have given all the assets, all the template which we're going to utilize in the project. So you have to come back to the blockchain coder, and here you will find all the project we have built on our channel. I hope you guys have following it and you have built at least 5 projects. So come back to the source code section. There you will find that we have more than 50 plus blockchain related projects. So make sure to build at least 5. When you will build at least 5 projects, then you will have a proper understanding that how you can build different application on the blockchain. So you can simply click on this, go back to the recent, and this is where you will find all the assets. You can simply watch the video which I'm recording, in which I'm going to show you that final code setup as well. So you can simply click on this get now, and you will come back here, and from here you can watch the final code setup video, and you can simply get the starter file so we can start following together, which we're going to do when we start working on the project. But in this video I'll show you how you can get the setup done when you will get the final source code. So once you will get the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to unzip that. Inside that you will have this event DApp folder. In that DApp folder you will have these 2 folders. This one is the starter file, which we're going to simply install and download, and we're going to start working on the complete project, and in this you will have the complete source code. So make sure to open this particular folder in your VS Code. So I'll simply come back in my VS Code, I'll go back to open, go back to the desktop, and here I have this particular folder called event DApp, and I have to select this one, final one. Select this and open this one. Let me expand this. So this is the complete source code of the project which we're going to code together. So let me give you a quick walkthrough that what are the section we have designed, what are the things we have exactly in our entire project. So the very first section we have is the component section. In that you will find all the component we have developed in this application. So this is the folder we have is data. In that we are using couple of dummy data. You can see that we have a data for info, we have the question and answer, we have the event. So all of this data we have here. All you have to do is to simply change the data. Simply change the name and whatever images which you want to apply. All you have to do is to change right up here, and the changes will take automatically place in the front end side. It will be more easy for you to make any changes in the project. And here we have all the events which we are promoting and allowing user to buy the ticket. So what you have to do is you have to simply upload the entire data to the IPFS, and that's the URL which you have to provide, which I will show you how you can do that, because we have that inbuilt feature in our application. And that's all you have to provide here. If you want to do the modification in any one of the event, you can simply change the name, change the category, and everything would be working fine. You can do that very easily. I'll show you how you can do that. You can come back to the why us. Here you will find all the information we are explaining about our community and why users should buy. So this is the data center. You can simply play around with it. But this one is going to be a very important, because this is the metadata we're going to simply provide in the smart contract so the user can buy the ticket, and I will show you how you can get it. So they have the data center. We have the SVG. In that I have given all the icons which we're using in the project. So that's all you will find here. So you don't need to do anything here. We are importing that and we are simply exporting it. That's what we got it. Here we have the about us section. You don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. Everything else thing is working fine. That's all the about section we have. We have the admin section where we are restricting certain feature to the admin only. So the admin can upload the metadata about the events, and that's the metadata admin can add in the event section, so the user can simply buy. Then we have the booking, we have the collection, we have the CTA, we have FAQ, footer, header, hero section, images, and here we are simply importing all of the component we have in our application and we are simply exporting up here. So we have input, loader, mobile nav, NFT drop, number, roadmap, team, US, user NFT, why us. So this is all the component we're going to code together in the entire project. So let's close this one. That's the component section. The next section we have is this context. In that you will find we have 4 files. First one is going to be the constants. In that you will find that we are using these 2 libraries. We are importing the contract, and you can call whatever you want to your contract, but this is the model which I follow, NFT Airdrop, because that's kind of things we are doing and implementing a different logic on that. We have the notification, we have our environment variable, pinata key, copy, short address, and here we have the image upload, we have the metadata upload, and here we have some utility function for weigh ether and pass ether. So you don't need to make any changes in here. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do and where you have to do. So simply close this one. Here we have the index file. You don't need to touch anything in here. We are simply importing the libraries, Wings provider. Here we are getting the ABI and the address and the parse ether. So we have built our custom ether provider and signer object, so we can interact very easily in our mobile devices. So this is all the feature we have included: notification, provider, we have the loader and the account object. This is the create NFT, we have the get user own NFT, we have the get user created NFT, all notification, and we are simply exporting up here. Very simple. If you come back to the Wing config, so here we have done the network configuration. You can literally deploy your contract to any network. So you can see these are the networks are available. Actually, it has more than 50 network, which you can simply import the name, and that's what you can provide here. So I'm using only base Safari, but you can provide multiple network as well. You can simply give the name and right up here, and it will automatically give the option right in the front end. And that's what we have for custom signer object. Here we have the ABI of our smart contracts. So I'll tell you how you can get that. Close this one. So this is the context. Then we have the contract. This is the entire contract we have developed for our entire event management tab. So these are the libraries we are using. This is the fee which we are charging. You can simply play around with this value. It's up to you that how much money you want to charge. And we have all of this regular function like mint, all. It's really powerful. Perfect. So this is the entire smart contract we have. Here we have the design folder. In that I have given all the design that what exactly we're going to develop in the front end side. So you can simply check how everything is going to look. What are the section, what are the components we have in our application. So you can simply see and have a look. Then we have the out folder. So I have simply compressed the entire code into HTML file, so we can simply deploy. So this is also given to all of you guys. So you can simply upload this one and the application will be live. I'll tell you how you can generate that after making those changes. So just wait. Here we have the pages. So it's going to be a single page application. If we come back to the app.js, here we have done the network configuration. So we have used the library and the CSS file. Here we have the context management and the network configuration. We are using RemboKit, Wing provider, and we have the query clients. So these are the libraries we are using. We are simply configuring our application, and here we have a couple of CSS and JavaScript libraries which we are using. Perfect. Simply close this one. Then we have the provider. So we come back to the hook, and here we have built out custom signer object and provider object, which we're going to utilize it, which is going to be very easy for us to interact with different application. So this is the client side we have. This is the signer object which we need, and this is the provider object which we need. So we can able to interact and use the power of Wing Web3 model to interact in different screens. So that's the hook section we have. Now we can come back to the public. Here you will find all the assets which we have used. So this is the CSS file. You have the fonts, you have the images. So you can simply change the images. I would suggest you that if you want to change any images, just change the images and give the exact name, or you can change the name as well. There is no problem, but try to understand. After that, make the changes. We have the user. That's all you will find here, different user. Then we have the JavaScript library. Just keep it as it is, because we are using a couple of external library for animation and all. So just keep it as it is. Close this one, close this one. Now we have the blockchain coder logo. I hope you guys are familiar with. Now close this one. That's the public folder. Now if you can come back to the CSS file, here we have all the CSS we have written. So we have simply imported our CSS file about public folder, and here we have written a couple of CSS classes for custom modules which we have designed and doing a couple of modification. So you can simply play around with the value, play around with the color parameters once you execute and understand the entire architecture of the project. So this is the entire CSS. You don't need to do anything in here. Now come back to the environment variable, and this is very important. Here you have to provide your relevant information. You have to get your own smart contract deployed address, you have to get your own API key for connect wallet, and you have to get your own admin address. That's what you have to provide here, because we're going to do the validation and we're going to restrict the certain feature based on the admin. So you have to provide your address which you're going to use for deploying the contract. And we have deployed our contract to base Sofali. So here is the contract address explorer section. If you are deploying to any other blockchain, you have to provide the address explorer URL. And here you have to get your own Pinata API key and secret key, which I will tell you how you can get that, which is going to be a very easy. But anyway, I'm going to provide you in the final source code, but after a few days or a few months or a few requests, it will not work because it has a couple of limits. So here you have to get your information: address, API key for connect wallet, admin address, and Pinata key. So these are the things you have to get it. Now if you come back here in the package JSON file, you will see that we are using powerful packages. So we're going to run this command if we want to generate our custom output folder so we can deploy to internet. You will find that we are using all of this library like RamboKit, Track, XCS, Ether, Next, and we have the Wing, View, React Icon, Drop Zone, Hot Toaster. So these are the couple of libraries which you will find in most of the application. Perfect. Got it? So this is the entire code structure of our application. Now we have to get our own environment variable. So before you get your own environment variable anywhere, I'm going to give you this particular code so you can simply execute and test. After that, you can simply make the changes. So just test this as it is. After that, let's do the changes. So what I will do, I'll simply close this one and I'm going to open my terminal, and you can see I'm using this particular node version. So simply type node -v. I'm using this 22.3.0. So this one is the latest one. If you face any error, you can simply downgrade to 18 and you can simply work around it. But this is absolutely fine. You won't have any issue if you have the latest node version as well. So if I show you my npm version, I'm using this one. So both one is the latest one I have, and I'm going to execute the application in the same one. So I'll simply clear my terminal. Let's install the packages. Simply type npm I, and it's going to simply do the installation. You can see it's give us the node modules. Here it's installing. It will take few minutes, so just wait. Once the installation will complete, we are ready to test our application with the exact contract which we have already deployed and which I have provided in the final source code. So finally we have done the installation. Every single thing is looking good. Now let's clear up the terminal and let's start the command. So this is the command we have to run. We have to run this one called dev. So simply type npm run dev, and this will start our application on localhost 3000. You can see, you can simply come back here, you can grab this particular URL and simply ignore this particular warning. This is happening because we are using the latest node version and some of the packages are not compatible and it's in the testing mode, the latest one. And here you have to simply paste the URL and hit enter, and you can see the application is working absolutely fine. If I simply come back here and I will disconnect, so this is what exactly you will get. If you come back here and if you click on your NFT, you won't have any NFT. So what I will do, I'll simply connect my wallet first and I want to show you. So I'll simply connect my wallet, and this is the account which I have used for deploying the contract. And if I reload the page, you will find that I have the access of all of these features. So I can check my NFT, or I can simply check the admin. And if I click on this metadata, you can see this data, you won't have this one because this one is coming from my local storage and it is only visible to me, not the user. Okay. So that's how the application is look like. You can simply come and you can simply buy the event ticket. So if you come back and you can buy this one, you can simply click and you can buy the ticket. And the transaction which you're going to make is going to be happen in the contract which I have already given to you. So simply click on confirm and the transaction will be completed and you will have the NFT right in your wallet address. So you can simply get into the event. So just wait, the transaction is in the process, and once the transaction will complete, you will find finally the transaction is completed, and here I got the event ticket. So if I click here, come back to the your NFT, there you will find the NFT which I have taken just now. This is the one which I have taken. And one thing I want to tell you that some of you don't have this network configuration in your MetaMask for the base. You can see I have this network configured already in my MetaMask, so you can do in multiple way. So let me show you that what are the parameters you have. So simply click on this add network, and you will come back to the here, and from here you can able to get to the network section. There you will find all the network which you have right up here. So this is the network which is active, and this is the exact details which you have to provide. This is the exact details you have to provide. So this is the name, this is the RPC URL, this is the chain ID, this is the symbol, and this is the base URL. So simply pause it and provide it exactly. After that you can simply connect with the application. Perfect. So now you know how to do that. Once you will connect, everything would be good. You can simply come back here and you can go back to the add network manually, and there you have to provide all of these details which I told you to provide. Got it? So simply close this one, and I'm connected with the exact network. If I try to connect with a different network, you will see I will get an error. So if I come back here, if I try to connect with the local host, this hostly, I'll get this wrong network because we have done the network configuration in our MetaMask. So the user can only interact with the base of Fale. So they can click and it will be change the network and switch, and we are connected back. So every single thing is working fine. Now come back here and let's get our all the variables, all the data. So come back to the environment variable and let's try to get all of this. First we're going to deploy our contract. After that we're going to get this. After that we're going to provide the address of our wallet which we're going to deploy, and here we can simply provide our pinata details. That's all I'm going to show you. So let's deploy our contract. So for that we're going to need a couple of things. So we can simply come back here. We're going to use remix ID for deploying our contract, and here we can come, just wait, it's taking a little bit time, and once the remix ID will fully open, we can simply copy and paste our smart contract to deploy it. So it's taking a little bit time. Let me reload one more time. And finally the remix ID is loading. Just wait, we are using this particular version, and you have to use the exact remix ID. We have couple of fraud remix ID as well in the industry. If you're going to use any one of the unauthorized remix ID, then you're going to lose your real fund from your wallet. So you have to use always this particular URL in which you will have the remix ID, no any other. You will find a lot of tutorials on YouTube there. They are telling you that you can deploy your contract using this particular remix ID, and they are showing you some of the convenience, but don't use that. It's going to steal your fund from your wallet. So here you can see I got this. Now I will simply come back to the contract, and I'm going to simply delete this one. Actually this is the name. I'll simply delete my contract. I'll simply delete the artifact. If you have anything, simply delete that. You can call whatever you want to your file. I'll simply come back here and I'll go back to my contract, come here, and I'm going to simply select the entire contract, and that's what I'm going to simply paste here. Click on OK, and here it's compiling. Our contract is successfully compiled. This is the name we have given. Whatever you can give, whatever name you want to give to your contract, and this much money I'm going to charge for ticket event. So once you're done with that, now you can simply come back here, go back here and click on this injected provider, and it's going to connect your MetaMask. So once it will connect successfully, you will find the details right up here. So let's click here, click on this injected provider, and here it's loading, and finally it's triggering, and we are connecting with the exact network which we have. You can see I got this balance, and this balance is also reflecting here. In your case, you might don't have this balance. In your case, you might don't have this balance. So to get that, you can use multiple provider. Get that, you can do that very easily. You can simply come back to the code and go back to the readme file. There I have provided you all the details that how you can get the free faucet. So if you come back here, this is the website. We have multiple websites which you can test, but this one is more prominent, which will give you free faucet for base networks. So simply copy that one and open a new tab and paste here, and you will come back here, come back to the website, and from there you can simply claim a free faucet. So you can see I have already claimed just now in the morning. So if I try to reclaim it, I won't get it. You can see the transaction is already completed, and I have to wait for 24 hours to make the next call. So you can simply claim it from here. So once you will claim the faucet, you will have two right up here in your wallet, and you are ready to deploy and make the transaction. So everything's looking great. I have connected. This is my wallet address, and I'm going to simply select this particular contract. Don't select any one of these. These are the libraries which we are using. Select this one, and we have to simply click on this deploy, and it's going to make a call to our smart contract, and it's going to simply deploy to base. I have to simply click on confirm, and the transaction is in the pending state. So if you open your MetaMask, you will see the transaction in the pending state, and once the transaction will complete, you can see how quickly the transaction went through, because Base is really fast and the cost of the transaction which you're going to pay is going to be very less. So I'll simply copy the address. That's the first thing. Close this one, and I'm going to open my application. I'm going to simply stop this one, come back here, and I'm going to simply replicate it, because we have a lot of transaction in this. So I'm going to simply comment this one. I'm not going to remove any one of this. I'm going to simply remove and provide the new one. Perfect. So we got our contract address. Now we have to get the ABI. So if you come back here and if you go back to the JSON, and this is the entire ABI of a smart contract. So whatever changes you are making right up here, even a pricing, even a name, make sure to get your updated ABI, because the ABI will also get updated. So once you get that ABI, now you can come back here and go back to the constant. Here we have that. Select all, remove, and paste the API which you have copied. So we are done with the first thing. We got our contract deploy and we got the API. Now we have to get this one, this particular wallet key. So to get that, we have to come back to the platform. So I'll simply close this one, and I can come back here. First I will go back to the Rainbow Kit, because this is the provider we are using for connecting with the application. So you can come back and check. They have multiple modules, but the setup we have done is the advanced one, so you don't need to do anything much in that. So click here and you will find here, go back to the installation. There you will find multiple method that how you can do the installation, and here you will find a button. So you can simply click here and it will take you to the wallet connect. From there you can generate your API key, which we're going to use it to connect with the application. So make sure to get your environment variable, because the environment variable which I'm going to provide in the final source code, it has limit. So once its limits get expired, it will not work. So make sure to use your own keys. Again, I'm repeating it. So here you can see I'm already back into my dashboard. So once you will create your account, so they will give you multiple options to create your account. You can simply create through your MetaMask, or you can create with your email ID, and make sure to verify it. Once you do that, you will have a similar interface, but you won't have any project. So you can see currently I have this project, but I can create more. So to create one more, I can simply come back here and I can able to see all the project ID, all the project details which I have from here. So simply click on this project, you will come back here, and from here you can able to create a new project. So simply come and you can give whatever name you want. So I'll say NFT. You can give the URL once your application is live. It's an optional. You can click on continue, and we are not using any one of these providers. We are using a different provider. So I'll click on this, create, and now it's going to create a project for us. And here you can see we got the key. So that's the one which you have to copy. You can simply come back to the project, and there you will find the project which you have created. So click here and you will find the key. You can simply copy, and that's what you can simply provide here. So I'll simply replicate it, and I'm going to simply comment this old one, and I will simply paste here. Got it. So we got these two variables. I have to get the wallet address which I want to use it. So I'll simply come back here and I'll simply copy. This is the exact wallet I have used, and that's what you will find right up here in the code. So I'll simply provide it. This is the exact account I have used. So make sure to provide your wallet address here which you have used to deploy your contract, because based on that we have the authentication and access of the feature for the admin. And here we have the base URL. So you can literally deploy your contract to any other network. We have deployed to base, so you can simply come back to the base chain, and it's exactly the same. So if I come back to the base chain, Base Explorer, you will find that this is Explorer, and you can simply come back and see all the transactions. So all you have to do is to simply click on the addresses. You need this URL, this particular URL, and this is the exact thing you have to provide from any other blockchain, because all the Block Explorer has the same structure. You actually to get this portion, and that's what you have to provide, and that's what we have provided here. So you don't need to do anything as long you are testing on the Base Explorer. Got it? And now you have to get your own PIN IP key and secret key. I would suggest you to use your own, because after this project I'm going to simply delete it, so it might not work. You have to get it, and you have to verify your account. So let's come back here and let's get that. Close this one, and I can come back here. I can simply type Pinata Cloud. It's a really powerful platform which allow you to simply upload the document and make all the transactions. So it's really powerful. So let me show you how you can do that. So what I will do, I'll simply log into my account. I already have my account, so I'll simply click here. So finally I'm back into my dashboard, and here you will find all the files which I have deployed to the IPFS. That's all is reflecting here. So to get your own API key, click on this API key, and you will come back to this particular section. There you will find all the API key. Some of the API keys are live, some of the API keys are off. So make sure to create one. So to create one, click here and type whatever name you want to give. I'll say NFT drop. You can give whatever name you are. Make sure to don't provide any space. Let's remove this one and let's keep it NFT. I want to have the access of all of this feature, and I want to set the maximum limit. So the maximum limit you can set in the free account is up to 1000, and once it gets surpassed you can simply upgrade your account, but 1000 is enough. That's a lot of data document you can upload. Simply click on this generate API key and it's going to generate the API key, and this is the API key which you can provide in your project. You can also do the backend configuration if you want to do, but this is best. I'll simply copy this one, come back here, and I'm going to simply comment this portion, these dude, and here I have to simply provide this one. Then I will simply copy this as well, and that's what I'm going to simply provide here. Again, I'm telling you, you have to get all of your variables, okay, because after a certain time this might not work. Got it? So we got all our environment variable. Now we are ready to test our application. So simply close this one, and we have already done the installation of the packages. Now we can simply run our application. So simply type this and type npm run dev. Once you type this one, it's going to open in our browser. Close this one, and I can simply close this one, close the repository. I can simply reload the page, and there you will find that I'm connected with the same account. If I come back to your NFT, there you will find that no NFT is listed here. Every single thing is empty. So everything is running absolutely fine. Now what I will do, I'll come back here, and you can see that right now these details are reflecting because we have already provided the metadata in our file. So if you come back here in the data file, you will find that we already given all of this metadata right up here, and that data is reflecting there in our front end side, and this is the data we are passing in our smart contracts for eventing and assigning an event and NFT. So you have to generate this. So I have already shown you earlier that how you can generate it, but we're going to test it from fresh to show you. So I'll simply close this one, and what I will do for showing you, I'm going to simply comment all of that. So let's do one thing. Close all of this, close all of that, come back here, and let's comment this all. So right now we don't have any data. If I come back, okay, my bad, I'm getting an error. So okay, I do one thing, I'll just keep it as it is. So this is what we have. Right now you can see I have no event ticket and I want to buy it. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I can simply go back to the collection section, and I can simply buy whichever I want. So I can simply buy this one, I can click and I can claim an NFT, and it's going to simply make a call to other smart contract. I'm going to pay this much fund for buying the ticket, and I simply click on confirm. Once the transaction will complete, I will get this particular NFT and it will be assigned to my wallet address, and it will reflect in the smart contract. So just wait, it's in the process, and once the transaction will complete, you will find these details will reflect right up here in our application. So it's taking a little bit time, and finally the transaction is completed and we have simply got our event ticket. Now I can simply come back here, go back to your, there you will find that I got it. So that's how you can buy the event ticket. Now if we come back here in the about us section, click here and go back to the admin section, you will see that I already have all of this event which is coming from my local storage, but in your case you won't have this. So what I will do, I'll simply clear my local storage to show you that how it's going to look. So what I will do, I'll come back to my application section, and from here I can simply remove all of this. So I have successfully cleared my local storage, and this is what exactly you will get when you will start running this application. So if I click on this admin, if I go back, there is no list is available. That's why you are not getting the option for metadata. So I have to simply click on upload. So I'll simply click here and I will select, this time I'm going to select the blockchain coder. It's uploading. Once it will upload, you have to wait. Everything would be upload and the image is reflecting fine. Now I can simply come back here. I can simply get the name, and that's what I can paste. I can get the description, and that's what I can simply paste here, and I can simply copy and paste here. Now I can simply click on this upload file, and it's going to make a call and it's going to upload the file, the metadata, to the IPFS. So once we upload it successfully, now you can simply close this one. Now you can simply come back here, open the admin, and here you will have the option called metadata list, and it's reflecting here. You can simply copy the URL, you can simply paste here to see and hit enter. So all the metadata which you have provided Here it's loaded. Now you can simply do one thing. You can simply copy this entire data and you can come back to the code, and here you can simply paste it. You have to add one more field. This particular field you have to add. Simply copy, and that's what you can provide here. Once you have this, now you can simply come back here. You need this as well, which we're going to provide in our smart contract, and then you can simply come here and paste here. Perfect. Now you can simply come back here, go back to the application. This is what it's reflecting. You can simply deploy as many as you want. You can come back here and you can deploy one more if you want. So if I come back here, this time I'll go to with $1,000. It's uploading. I can come back, go back to the consultancy section. There I will find the information about Daulat. So I'll say book consultancy. Come back here. It's loading. Sometimes it takes a little bit time, so just wait. Let the uploading of the document get completed, and finally the document is uploaded. Because this document was quite heavy, I'll simply give the name. I can come back here, I can simply copy, and that's what I can simply paste here. I can say DAULAT, and I can click on this upload, and it's going to upload the file to the IPFS, and that's what I can simply provide. So just wait, it's uploading, and finally it's uploaded successfully. We got it. Now if you come back to the metadata, it will not reflect instantly, so you can simply click here and you're going to click, and now you can have the details, because this data is only visible to you and coming from the local storage. So you can simply copy and you can simply provide the exact details right up here. So every single thing is working fine. I hope you guys have noticed that how everything is coming together and how this entire application would work absolutely fine. Now if I come back here and if I want to book, let's book couple of events very quickly, because if I come back here, go back to the booking section, you will find there is only one event I have booked. So let's book that event quickly. So I'll click here and I'm going to simply make the payment. Once the payment will complete, I have to simply click on this confirm, and here the transaction is happening. If I click on this, once the transaction will complete, I will get the ticket for this particular event and it will be assigned in my wallet address. So just wait, it's happening. We have to give a little bit time, and finally the ticket is booked. We have got it. Now if you come back here, go back to the your NFT, there it is. If you come back here, go back to the booking, you will find the 2 is reflecting here. Now if I come back to the collection and if I want to get this dude, I'll simply click here and I'm going to make the payment, and I can able to simply confirm the transaction. Looks great. It's in the pending process. I can see here it's happening. Just a moment. Once the transaction will complete, I'll get the event ticket, and finally the transaction is completed and we got the event ticket. Perfect. Now if you come back here, go back to your, there it is. If you come back here, go back to the booking, you can see you can able to do the filtration. So you can simply get the name and you can simply do the filtration. There it is. You got this particular one. So it's going to simply filter. So you can do the filtration based on the ID, name, all of that. So every single thing is working fine. I hope you guys have understood the architecture of the application, that how everything is looking fine and everything is working great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can deploy this application on internet so other can have the access. So I hope you guys have understood the architecture, that how you can have the access of this admin panel and how you can simply upload this metadata. It's working fine. You have to give all of these details, and that's what you will have. Simply copy, and that's what you have to provide in the data file, so the user can simply book at. Perfect. So now let's try to deploy our application. So first, this is already given to all of you guys. You can simply deploy, but it will have whatever code I have generated. So I'm going to simply delete this one because we're going to generate the fresh one. So once we have this, simply open this one, close this one, open it one more time, and come back to the package.json file. And this is the command we have to run. It's going to generate the output folder for us. So what I will do, I'll simply click here, type npm run build, hit enter, and it's going to compile your entire code and generate the HTML CSS file as a compressed format, so we can simply deploy as a static application because it has no backend. It's all has the front end and the smart contract which control the entire functionality of our application. So here it's generating the file, and finally we got our file. The 3 file is got exported successfully. We have no issue. You can see we got this output folder, and here we got this particular warning because of the JavaScript. Simply ignore that. So simply close this one. Now we can simply close this one. Now all we have to do is to upload this particular folder. So open this one. In that you will find the assets. You will find the HTML for the 404. You can save it and you can see what are the things we have here. Here you will find the HTML, the entire application of entire source code of our application. That's all you will find. That's all is looking great. Perfect. Now we're going to simply deploy this particular output folder to Netlify. You can deploy to your cPanel, WordPress. All you have to do is to simply deploy this one. So I'll simply come back here. I'll close this one. I'll close all of this, and I'm going to open Netlify. So simply type NET Netlify. It's a very powerful platform which allow you to host your static application for absolutely free. So make sure to use this one. I generally like to use DigitalOcean if I run a backend, so on DigitalOcean, but if I have a static application, I like to use Netlify, which is absolutely free. So just wait, it's loading, and I already have a bunch of projects which I have deployed on this particular platform. So I'm into my dashboard. Make sure to create your account, connect with your GitHub, and you will have all of things. So I already deployed this and tested, so everything is working fine. Now I'm going to redeploy that. So I'll simply click on this add new site. Here we have this manual deployment because we have to upload our code. You can simply import the code from GitHub or any startup file, but I'll go with the manual deployment. So click on this, and here you have to simply deploy the folder which we have generated. So click on this, and I have this folder in the desktop. So this is the one. In that we have the final code. There we have generated this one. So I'll simply come back here, and we have the output folder, this one. Simply drag and drop here. It's uploading, so don't need to refresh, just wait. It will automatically upload the code and it will take you to the dashboard. Then you can simply do the changes in the URL if you want to do the change in that name. So just wait, it's happening. So finally we have deployed our code successfully. We don't have any issue in that. There you will find all the logs, all the details about the project and how everything is getting deployed. Now you can simply come back here in the site configuration. There you will find all the information about your site. So if you want to change the URL, you can do that. So you can simply come back to the site, change name, and here you can call whatever you want to your URL if the name is available, actually a domain name. So I'll say web3 events. That's what I can call. You can call whatever you want and click on save. And right now this particular name is available, so it will be given to my application, and you can see the preview. Now you can simply click on this. It's going to open in a new tab, and there you will find your application is up and running and everything is looking great. All of this data is loading. It's coming from our server, so you have to wait. This data is coming from our server. It's loading. So let's reload one more time, or we can simply wait, and once the data will reload, that's all will reflect fine. So you can see, you can simply click and you can claim the NFT. Right now if I connect my wallet, if I go back to MetaMask, if I click on this confirm, I'm connected successfully. If I go back to my account, there you will find the NFT which I have taken is this 3, which is reflecting all the details, which is reflecting fine. And if I come back to, I can simply create here to upload the metadata. Perfect. If I want to take the event for this one, I can simply click here, click on this mint, and it's going to mint, and I'm going to pay this much fund. So just wait, the transaction is happening, and this time we are doing all the transaction not in our local host, we are actually doing on actual live internet application. So I'll click on the MetaMask. The transaction is the pending state, and it's happening. Just a moment. Finally the transaction is completed and we have got our event ticket. So if you come back here, go back to your bookings, your NFT, there you will find all the NFT which you have booked, all the tickets you have booked. Now you can do one thing. You can simply open the same application in your mobile device. It will work absolutely fine and you can perform the transaction, but I don't have any funds, so I cannot able to do that. But you can simply do the connection. So let me show you. And here you can see that I have opened the application right in my mobile device. All I have to do is to simply click on this connect wallet, and it's going to give me a bunch of options. I have MetaMask in my wallet, so I can simply click on that, and it's going to simply open MetaMask. I have to click on allow, and here I will come back in my MetaMask. Here it's opening, and I have to simply connect with the application. So here it's going to say connecting to MetaMask. You can see the URL, you can see the account. I can simply click on connect, and it will say return to DApp. So I'm connected successfully. Now I can simply, so I'm connected successfully. I can simply click and I can make the claim. So everything is looking great. So I hope you guys have understood that how everything is coming together. Every single thing is responsive in our application. I can simply click and you can see my entry. I can see the bookings. Every single thing is great. So I hope you guys have understood that how everything is coming together, how you can deploy, how you can book an appointment. So I hope you guys have understood every single thing, that how everything is coming together, what exactly we're going to build, and how powerful this application is going to be if you want to sell any kind of event tickets, is going to be a very powerful using the NFT model. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, let me know in the comment section. You can simply come back to the blockchain coder, go back to the source code section. There you will find the startup file. Simply download the startup file, start following the complete project with us. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.